Good morning to you all present over here. Yesterday, last class, what we discussed pollen grain, pollen allergy, pollen viability, pollen products. Okay. Now, today I'll discuss. Also, we discussed pollen banks. Today, I'll discuss development of male gametophyte. As we know, yesterday we already know that microspore is what? First cell of male gametophyte. So, what we have to know? Microspore is first cell of male gametophyte. This line is important. That question is asking which is the first cell of my male gametophyte. So that is microspore. Now, germination of microspore starts when it starts when it is present in microsporangia. Germination of microspore starts when it is present in microsporangia. Okay, here you have to know about that microsporangia means in situ germination. This is the question of JIPMER, in situ germination. So here you have to remember in situ germination, very important. Okay, so germination of microspore starts when it is present in microsporangia, and that is in situ germination. Okay, now this microspore contains mitotic division. So what will happen? This is microspores. One mitotic division means how many cells will come? Mitosis we know two daughter cells are formed, so one is forming into two, and this all contain protoplasm. Okay, so here mitosis, or it is also known as mitotic division. Okay, now this when a complete development occurs, so what will happen? It converted into two-celled stage. One is very small and one is very big. The bigger one is known as a vegetative cell. So it is known as what? Vegetative cell. And this smaller one is known as generative cell. Okay, so two-celled stage is there. One is vegetative cell and one is generative cell. Okay, now here what happened? Pollination takes place at this two-celled stage. It is what? One cell, and this is two-celled. So what is that? Pollination occurs at two-celled stage. Okay, where it occurs? Two-celled. One is vegetative cell and one is generative cell. So two-celled stage in 60% of flowering plants. How much? In 60% of flowering plants. Okay, and rest 40% three-celled stage. Three-celled stage. How three-celled stage will come? Now we will see. Okay. Here what we told, this is vegetative cell, this is generative cell. Now further development occurs, and what happens, these vegetative cells are there, and here two male gametes are formed. It is two male gametes. Okay, now here you have to know that generative cell converted into two male gametes. Now here what happens, this is one celled, this is second, this is third, so it is three celled stage, three celled stage. So three celled stage, pollination occurs at 40% flowering plants. 40% flowering plants. So 60% two-celled stage means vegetative cell and generative cell, and 40% three-celled means one vegetative cell and two male gametes. How these two male gametes came? From generative cell. And these vegetative cells provides what? They provide nutrition to developing these male gametes. So vegetative cell provides nutrition and having bigger in size, bigger in size, okay, and provide nutrition to what? Having in bigger in size and smaller is generative cell, generative cell, which further develops to male gametes. Okay, so our aim was fulfilled here. What was that? Male gametes development. So two male gametes already we developed here. Okay, now some questions are there, that is very important questions are there, like the intine of what we discussed. According to that, questions are there, then we will come on second, that is female gametes. Okay, so questions are there. One question is there, the intine of pollen grain is made up of. The intine of pollen grain is made up of. Exine is made up of what? Yes, right. So that is sporopollenin. So here questions are asking, intine of pollen grain is made up of. So what is that? First option is pactocellulose. Pactocellulose. Second option is there, lignocellulose. Lignocellulose. Third option is there, fat. And fourth option is there, none of these. Okay, fourth option is there, none of these. So what will the answer? Pactocellulose, right. So it is pectin plus cellulose. Pectin plus cellulose. So now we know that if intine of pollen grain asking, so pactocellulose. Exine is asking, then what will happen? Exine is sporopollenin. Okay, world most resistant organic material that cannot be destroyed by any enzyme, any temperature, any acid, any alkali naturally. Okay, now next we have to see another question. Now, another question is there. A stamen is regarded as. A stamen is regarded as. Another question is there. A stamen is regarded as. Now, options are there. First option is microsporophyll. Microsporophyll. Okay. Next option is there megasporophyll. Megasporophyll. First one is microsporophyll. Next one is megasporophyll. Third one is megasporangium. Megasporangium. And the fourth one is all of these. What will the answer? Right. So it is microsporophyll, because megasporophyll and megasporangium related with female. Okay. And we know already known that stamen relates with male. So what will happen? Answer microsporophyll. Okay. Next one, the innermost layer of microsporangium is. What we seen already, this microsporangium, outermost epidermis, inner one endothecium, then inner one middle layers, and innermost, yes, tell me, tapetum. Right. So here what questions is there? The innermost layer of microsporangium is. So question is there. The innermost layer of microsporangium is. Okay. Number one option is there epidermis. Two is there endothecium. Third one is there middle layers. And the fourth one is there tapetum. So what will be that? We already seen here. Already we discussed outermost epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, and then tapetum. So what will be the answer? Tapetum. Right one. So it is tapetum. Okay. Now next question is there. We already discussed germ pore. So next question is there. The number of germ pore in most of monocot pollen grain is. Okay. The number of germ pore in most of the monocot. Please be emphasis on, it is asking what? Monocot pollen grain is. Yes, tell me what will the answer? Okay, I am giving that option. First is 1, next is 2, next is 3, and fourth one is none. So monocot is, mono means 1. So how much germ pore will be there? 1. And 2 and 3 it is having present in dicot. Okay, already we discussed. So the number of germ pore in most of the monocot pollen grain is 1. Please be emphasis on that. Okay. Now next question is fibrous band on the cell of endothecium. Endothecium we know this endothecium containing one fibrous band, okay, that helps in dehiscence of anther. So questions are there: fibrous bands, okay, fibrous bands on the cell of endothecium. Which one? On the cell of endothecium, okay, on the cell of endothecium is composed of, is composed of, okay. Yes, tell me what will be there. First option is there lignin, second option suberin. So first is lignin, second one is suberin, third one is cellulose, okay, and fourth one is there pectin. Yes, tell me, fibrous bands on the cell of endothecium is composed of, what will be the answer? Yes, right, so it is cellulose, okay. So fibrous bands which helps in dehiscence of anther, where in endothecium, that is composed of cellulose. Very important, okay. Now next question is there. Next question is there: which of the following is resistant to enzyme action? Which of the following is resistant to enzyme action? And what are the options? Yes, you all know that, but I am giving that option. One option is carotenoids, another option is sporopollenin, okay, one is carotenoids, another is sporopollenin, next option is pectin, and next option is all of these. Yes, tell me what will the answer? Right, so it is sporopollenin, which is most resistant organic material found in this world naturally, okay. So it is sporopollenin. Now one more question is there regarding with viability. What is that question? The period for which the period for which pollen grain, okay, pollen grain remain viable, for which pollen grains remain viable. Already we know viable means the period from germination to their fertilization, means remains alive, okay. So remain viable is highly variable, okay. What is that? Is highly variable, okay, because already we know rice and wheat only 30 minutes, leguminaceae more than several months, okay. So viable, remain viable is highly variable, and some extent depends upon, and some extent depends upon, okay. So what are those factors that on depends is? So it is temperature and humidity, number one option. temperature and humidity, number one. Number second option, number of germ pores, number of germ pores. Number third option, thickness of exine, thickness of exine, and at last is all of these. So what will the answer? Answer already we know, it is prevailing temperature and humidity. Full was what? Prevailing temperature and humidity. So it is the factors on which depends what? Viability, pollen viability. Next we will till yet what we discussed. We already formed what we formed, that vegetative cells helps to germinate pollen tube and two male gametes we already formed. Okay, so this is what male that we need, male partner, male gametes we need. Now we will come on female. So in female what we have to discuss? Pistil, ovule, embryo sac. This is what? Female. Okay, that previously we discussed male part. Now we are discussing about female part. Okay, now here first we will discuss what? Pistil. Okay, now what do you mean by pistil? We already know that gynoecium represent, androecium was male. So here gynoecium represent what? Female reproductive part of the flower. So here gynoecium represent female reproductive part of flower. Okay, and we already know that gynoecium, each unit is known as carpel or pistil. Okay, so here pistil contained three components. It contained three components. What are those components are there? Uppermost stigma, middle slender like structure, style, and lowermost ovary. Inside ovary, what is that? Ovule is there. Okay, so it contains three components: style, stigma, and ovary. Okay, now these three we have to say that questions are asking that what is the function of stigma. Okay, so you are seeing that stigma doing what? Pollen grains grasping. Okay, what they are doing? They are receiving pollen grains. Okay, so what we can say, stigma serve as landing platform of pollen grains. So what we can say, it is landing platform of pollen grains. Okay, so landing platform, you have to remember which part of the pistil acts as landing platform of pollen grains. So that is stigma. Now What is style? Style is elongated. You can see that it is what? It is elongated. Okay. Slender like a structure. They are having hollow slender like a structure. Okay. And where it is found? Beneath the stigma. So it is slender like structure found below stigma and helps in bringing male gametes to ovary, okay, or ovule. Okay, so style doing what? It is slender like structure found below stigma and helps in bringing male gametes to ovary or ovule. Okay, so this is style. Next one is ovary. Ovary is what? You see that it is basal swollen body. Okay, so ovary is basal swollen part. Okay, it is basal swollen part. Okay, it is basal swollen part, and what happens? That contains ovule. Okay, that contains ovule where fertilization takes place. Where fertilization takes place. Okay, so these three components of pistil, style, stigma, style, and ovary we discussed. Okay, now sometime what happen? Ovary contain what they contain? They contain ovarian cavity. Okay, ovary contain what? Ovarian cavity, and that is attached with placenta. Okay, and this placenta actually ovules situated, associated. Okay, so now we will see some examples that is important. First example is plants with one ovule in an ovary. So first is plants with one ovule, in an ovary. This you have to remember the examples. Examples are there, wheat are there, rice or paddy are there, mango are there. So for example, wheat, rice or paddy or mango. Okay, so this is plants with one ovule in an ovary. Okay, now here more is there, plants with many ovules in an ovary. Okay, plants with many ovules in an ovary. This is important examples. You have to remember this. Okay, so plants with many ovules in an ovary, that example are papaya, watermelon, orchids. So for example, papaya, watermelon, orchids. Okay, so these examples having many ovules and here one ovule. Okay, now if single pistil are there, okay, single pistil are there, that condition, single pistil are there, that condition is known as monocarpellary. And if many pistil are there, That condition is known as polycarpellary. These are basics are there. Okay. So monocarpellary and polycarpellary is there. Okay. Now, if pistils are fused, if many carpels are there, pistils are there, then what happens? If it is having fused form, that condition is known as syncarpus. Fused carpels containing that is known as syncarpus, and that example is papaver. And if many pistils are there and all carpels or pistils are free, that condition is known as apocarpus. What is that? Apocarpus. And their example is Michaelia. These two you have to remember. Okay, medical questions are there. So apocarpus example means free pistils are there, Michaelia, and fused are there, that is papaver. Okay. Now next we will discuss after pistil ovule is there. Ovule, that is also known as a megasporangium. So ovule also known as what? Megasporangium. Now already we discussed ovules are derived from where? It is derived from placenta of the ovary wall. Okay, it is derived from placenta of the ovary wall. Here you have to remember this placenta. Okay, it is derived from placenta of the ovary wall. Okay, and that contain central nucleus where megaspore present. Okay, that contain central nucleus where megaspore present. Okay, so that contains nucleus where what present? Megaspore present. And this megaspore later what happened? Embryo sac or female gametophyte changed. Okay, and this developed developed into embryo sac or female gametophyte. Female gametophyte. Okay, so this embryo sac or female gametophyte develops from where? Megaspore, or we can say megaspore mother cell, mmc. Okay, so this is regarding with what? Ovule or megasporangium. Now one typical structure we want to make that so that you can understand it is very clearly. Okay, this central part is known as embryo sac. Okay, after that embryo sac outer side it